Hello, hello.
Hi there.
We have a big surprise. Pascale is in our old recording studio
I am, and Keith Richards is lurking.
watching. Well, he'll keep you on your toes.
Yes.
Yes, we don't want to get on Keith's bad side.
No. And we've had a lot of technical difficulties this morning, so
Yeah. Well, maybe recording in the car wasn't the most optimum.
I'll try to do it from now on, but I'll be better prepared next time.
All right. So we're Life In Jest. This is a podcast that doesn't know quite what they're doing, but we keep going. We learn and we learn. I have a friend that just started a podcast and she was asking me all these questions. And you know what she said to me?
What?
When she recorded her first one, they just did it off the cuff and she didn't edit it at all. And I'm like, what? I'm so jealous. If I don't edit this, it's just a big gobbledygook. Like, oh my God, I'm highly edited. When you hear this, it's edited. People.
I look like a bald alien.
No, you don't.
I mean, I look bald because you can't really see
Well, your hair is pulled back. I mean, I don't know what to say. You've done this to yourself. Nobody cut your hair off. All right. I was going to do a mini segment about why music moves us, but it seems that we know this already. There were different articles, and they all said kind of the same things, and depending on their intellectualness, they just said it a little more highfalutin or not. And apparently, when you're stressed in life, your cortisol goes up, and then the music makes it go down. I think I got that right. Who knows? Because I don't have the notes for that. I just was looking at them like I kind of dismissed it. I was like, F it. So, you know that old quote, music soothes the savage beast? Well, there's like brain reasons behind that. One of our sensory details is sound, and listening is a very powerful one. And I think one of the biggest things about it is the memory of it. When we hear a song we know already. As a matter of fact, I have an aversion to hearing songs for the first time. I don't want to know them. Does that happen to you?
At this point in my life, yes.
No.
This has happened to me maybe in the last few years.
Right.
Yeah. Like when I was young, of course, I wanted to hear everything. I would take an album. We were talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
That we would take the album and listen to the entire album.
Yeah.
Single.
That's true.
Now, no.
I think maybe we've at the point of capacity, we have our memories associated with things. And also, I think trauma, like we've been through so much in our lives, so we don't have any room for any more new things. We just want to go to the things that give us comfort. A large part of the comfort is from the memories of feeling good to this music at other times. A lot of times I hear music, if I hear a song, I can go back to where I was maybe not when I first heard it, maybe, but some sort of memory associated with it. Does that happen?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I was thinking about my sons and I, well, Michael likes a lot of the same things, but Casey was always more difficult with music. And we used to really argue. At the time, there was a CD player in the car, and we would just fight over what we were going to hear in the car. I don't know why, but you know what it was? When they were very little, I always had to listen to the really horrible stuff. Like what was that song? Little Yellow Bus. It was just like songs about hop aboard my little yellow bus and these ridiculous nursery rhyme songs. And when you have to listen to that shit for years and years, it's like, no, I want to listen to what I like.
All those songs over and over in my head.
Awful, right?
Terrible.
And then that stupid Disney radio channel, then they had to listen to both of them, like the Disney music. I wanted to throw up.
I didn't have that, thank God, but we were more Nickelodeon people, I guess.
Well, this was not watching anything on Disney. This was just, they had a radio channel.
Yeah, we did.
Did Nickelodeon have a radio channel?
No, I never had that in my car. I would buy tapes.
Right.
Songs that they heard.
Well, I did do that, but they discovered this channel somehow. They knew about it. I guess they heard an advert or something, and then I had to play that. And that was hard. It was like, all those Disney stars, they made them singers too. Can you imagine?
No, sounds horrible.
It was like really what they would do to somebody at Guantanamo Bay. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was just the pits. Okay. And so then when they got past that, I was like, thank God they're done with that nonsense. Right. And then I was really like, I want to hear songs I like. I just had such an aversion to listening to things I didn't want to hear. So Michael, whatever, he didn't care. He was like, let's just go. But Casey and I would battle it out. And finally, and I don't know why we bothered battling, because then I remember this one particular time, I think we were on our way home from an aquarium, the one out east, and we were just like, da-da-da-da-da-da, back and forth, and finally We both agreed on Fall Out Boy. And Michael was like, yes, peace in our time. I think Michael was negotiating between us. He's such a negotiator.
We also had that go on. But, my son, some things we had the same taste in. So I remember this. We used to go to Canada every summer, and that's like an 8-hour drive.
Wow. Yeah, that is long. Yeah.
That we all liked. So I remember this one we were trying to figure out what we all wanted to listen to. And same thing, my daughter was like, whatever, but me and him were.
Isn't that funny?
Me to Modest Mouse, and they are so good. I've loved them since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know Modest Mouse.
They really broke through at that time. It must have been, I'll say, maybe late 90s.
I've definitely heard of them, but I don't think I know any of their music.
They're actually, one of their songs is in a current commercial right now, which is weird.
What is it?
I'm trying to think of which song it is. Oh, I think it's Float On. You don't want me to sing.
What's the commercial for?
I don't know. You see the commercial, you know the song, but you have no.
Yeah.
It's like when we were talking about that commercial with Chris Pratt. We were talking about that.
Yeah. What a weird commercial.
I know, and I saw it again, and I still couldn't tell you what it was for.
And who was the other guy in the commercial? Like we said we knew. It's one of those action guys, isn't it?
Yeah, one of those action
guys. Is his name Chris also? Hemsworth, right? Was that Helmsworth? People are laughing at us because we don't know this guy. He looked like a little slightly tweaked version of Chris Pratt.
The only reason I know Chris Pratt is from Parks and Rec.
I loved him on that. He was much better as a comedian. I don't know what happened to him. It's so weird that he could reinvent himself so much. Because he didn't look that... I mean, how old was he in Parks and Rec? He wasn't that young.
I don't know. Maybe late 20s.
He had to be in his 30s by the time the thing was over. That went on for a long time. Right? And he was going off... At some point, he started going off... Must have been morphing into this other thing. But he's so different. It's like... I think I recognize him more by his voice than by his looks.
Yeah. But, if it makes him happy.
Well, of course it makes him happy. I mean, my God, he's a superstar. I mean... He's definitely making, I think you could definitely make more money as like one of these, but I just liked him as the Parks and Rec guy.
Yeah. I mean, he got big movies after that. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that when he was a chipmunk or something? Raccoon.
That was Bradley Cooper was the.
And what was he?
Just the hero, I guess. I don't.
Wait a minute. Oh, he was like in it, like as a person?
I think so.
Okay. I'm not confused. I don't understand. You're saying it's a cartoon with people in it?
No.
Oh.
There's people, but like the...
Oh, they're cartoons, though.
Thing, like CGI, maybe, or whatever.
Hold on. My phone rang, and now I've lost you completely. Like you left. You're gone. Hold on. Okay. Stupid. Not just stupid, but stupid. I mean, I don't understand. The phone is connected to the thing, and so it just decided to slide away from us. Why?
Yeah. It's like when we're talking and you go back into your car.
Yeah, but this is worse because we're recording something. All right. Well, anyway, okay. So the thing was, I'm going to try to turn this thing off. I know what I'll do. Oh, God. How do you do this?
What are you doing?
Wait. Hey, Siri, can you put my phone on Do Not Disturb? Thanks. All right. Before this morning, I kept saying, hey, I was doing the snooze thing and I kept saying, hey, Siri, snooze. And then I said, hey, Siri, and there was silence. And I'm like, hey, Siri. And she's like, and then I'm like, are you here? She goes, I'm here. I'm like, why didn't you answer me?
My Siri does that too. Or sometimes he'll answer me. I'll ask him to do something, and then it'll just disappear.
What is that?
It'll just disappear.
So they're becoming more and more human, in other words.
Wilder way. I get so mad at him. I'm like, he's on the computer.
I don't know what's going on. From what I understand, the other stuff is much more advanced. Siri seems to be lagging, and it's really getting on my nerves. I don't know. But she did turn off my alarm. That's all I ever use her for, really. She's like kind of useless. She's good when you can't find your phone.
That never occurred to me. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's good. Try it.
I will.
Yeah.
I usually use Siri for a timer. Apparently, I time a lot of things.
Yeah, that's good. Well, look, unfortunately, we can't use it for really good stuff. I mean, apparently the other stuff blows it away, but what are we going to do?
You don't really need,
Could be useful, some things.
Yes.
Trust me, some things could be useful.
I mean, who knows? I just called it a computer. I'm pretty sure it's not. So.
What?
Siri.
Siri? No, not you, Siri. Now she's like, her little bubble came on. Siri, are you a computer? Did you hear that? She's...
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Siri. Well, answer the
She's not the best assistant. No offense.
No, it's so funny too. I work for that baker on the weekends, and she has an Alexa. So while she's teaching her class, she has to say the A word. Otherwise, the Alexa thinks she's talking to it. So she always has to call her the A word so she doesn't start doing what she's saying.
Wait a minute. Why is she talking about her?
No, I think just to tell people they could use her as a timer.
Okay. Yeah. Do people need to be told they can use Alexa as a timer?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess not.
I mean, seriously, I think, because I said, I think that at this point, people know if they have Alexa, I think they know.
Yeah, I guess it's just part of her spiel. By the way, I know someone whose name is Siri.
Oh, that's a terrible name. No offense if your name is Siri.
I kind of liked it. He had it before Siri was a thing.
It's a guy?
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I don't like it for a girl.
Yeah, no.
Interesting. He had it before Siri. Well, that does make sense. Otherwise, why would you be hanging around with somebody so young?
You never know. One of my friends he's actually turning 30.
Well, yeah, but Siri is less than 30. That's what I mean, isn't she? That's what I mean. I don't mean, yeah. I mean, they'd be pretty young when Siri came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just saying. Just watching your back. I don't want you to get arrested. Well, who knows? Anyway, we're going off track as usual. I think we kind of know why music affects us. And so I skipped all that, how I go into these things. And
yeah,
I just didn't think we needed it because music is a universal thing. I would say most people enjoy some sort of music, right? Have you ever met anybody that didn't like music?
Some people, I have met a few people where music isn't very important to them.
Really?
Which kind of weirds me out. It's like someone saying they don't like animals.
Well, there are people that don't like animals and they suck. Right. Yeah.
I automatically find them.
You're right, because there might be something, like if there's something in music that doesn't move you, you might be immovable. You know what I mean?
I feel like maybe they're not thinking about it. There's always something.
I feel like certain people that aren't caring might not be affected by music. A certain Orange Menace, Agent Orange.
But somebody likes the YMC.
Does he like that?
Well, yeah, you haven't heard him play it at his stuff.
That's only because it's the only group that allows him to play the music. Everybody else gave him a cease and desist.
But I know I shouldn't enjoy it so much, but I do. It is the stupidest dancing I have ever seen a human being
do. He dances?
Oh, yeah. I'll send you a clip because
my God. It's because they must support him, which I don't know what to say about that. But
it's ridiculous.
He can't come into anything else. Everybody put a cease and desist.
Clips of it. Go look them up. They are hilarious.
I don't know. I think stuff like that might help him also because it humanizes him a little, and I don't think that's a good. Oh, no, you haven't seen him dance. It does not humanize him at all. The fact that he's showing it even.
He looks like a puppet. He looks like somebody making fun of people dancing.
He doesn't look like someone who's struggling to dance?
Oh, he's struggling.
Well, that's what I mean. Then it makes that gives something.
And you don't feel anything for him, but it's just disgust. It's so ridiculous.
All right. I'll take your word on that one. I've been trying to avoid him.
I too, but for some reason the dancing makes me laugh. It's I've never seen a human being. He puts Elaine from Seinfeld to shame.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I think we'll just go on. I know we do quotes at the end, but I did want to say something in the beginning because it sort of ties in. It's because of something that's been happening to me in the last 2.5 years. So George Eliot, the novelist, who I do really like her writing, famously, George, what is it? Wait, hold on. Something in my throat. Okay. Not really. Okay. George Eliot famously wrote, "There is no feeling except the extremes of fear and grief that does not find relief in music." So the fact that she's mentioning grief and not finding relief, ever since what happened to Casey, I don't want to hear music anymore. I really just don't want it. I get mad at it. I get so mad at the music. I don't want it. Sometimes my car just starts playing music. I have Amazon Music, right? And so I'll listen to podcasts through Amazon Music. Then the Amazon Music will just start playing music instead. and it will play songs that I used to like Aerosmith or something. And then I'm like, no, I was screaming. And next thing you know, I'm like violently trying to turn off the Amazon Music. I don't like, it's like I don't, maybe it's the closest thing I could think of is when, in Footloose, when the guy bans all dancing because his kid died or something. I think it's like that. I just like don't want to hear it. It's like, I just get pissed. Maybe because also I do know something else. Casey really, really loves music. I'm saying it. He still exists to me. He still exists. He loves music so much. So I just maybe pisses me off that he can't hear it. I mean, he is here. It doesn't make sense because I know he does hear it, but it's too entangled into my grief and I don't want to hear the music.
Yeah. I mean, listen, everybody reacts in different ways. That's your way.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody else has this happen to them.
That doesn't happen to me. I have music for different moods. I have go-to, I have super sad music. I don't know why.
Right. Well, do you put that on? When you put the super sad music on, does it keep you in the sadness or does it take you out of the sadness?
No, it keeps me in the sadness.
Right. Well, I was reading an article that super sad music somehow, like eventually does cycle it out of you, the sadness.
Yeah, because I just kind of go with it. I lean in.
It's like you're maybe doing like a slow flush out like of an engine or something.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Happy music. I don't give a f- music.
Yeah.
I hate people music.
Yeah. I just don't want it anymore. Remember I used to listen to the Counting Crows, She Don't Want Nobody Near, over and over again right now. First of all, it's unbelievable that I even like that song because it has that double negative in it. I usually want to throw all those things against the wall. Like they make me so angry. But I relate to it. What'd you say?
It doesn't count in good music.
I guess it doesn't because I relate to that so much. That song, it feels like he went into my soul. Now, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but that's like there's music that does that to you.
It's like the feeling of I don't want anybody near, but I don't want to be alone. I want to be around people. It's so crazy. I don't know how he knows that.
Well, because that's what connects people. Because people there's other people who feel like you and they connect to the music, and then you all kind of connect.
Yeah, I guess. I've never really found anybody else that loves that song.
I don't know anybody who, I know people I have music in common with, obviously.
Well, Casey liked it. I mean, that was on that album. We used to listen to that. We used to listen to Counting Crows and Fall Out Boy were the two things that we would be cool with at all times. And we both could listen to it frequently. But that song particularly, I used to listen to that. Oh, obviously, my kids nobody's going to put up with listening to a song over and over. But when I was alone, if I was in a dark place, I would literally play that over and over again. It's insane.
Yes, I feel bad. There's also another song that you used to listen to that is on my top 10. I hate them.
Is it Harder to Breathe, that song? Maroon 5?
Like that song.
Do you remember I made it back before we had all these sophisticated things, I made a tape of songs and I put each one on twice. And we were driving. It was me, you, and Tony. And you were like, why? Why is each song on twice? I'm like, because don't you just want to hear it again when you love a song?
No.
Every song. And I remember Harder to Breathe. Harder to Breathe is a funny song. You know that song? It's like basically Maroon 5's first hit. Now, I liked Maroon 5 before they were popular. I mean, they were a little popular. They weren't like nobody. But it was like, there's this radio station. Does it still exist? WLIR?
I don't think so.
Well, WLIR played alternative music, like music on the fringe. Basically, it was undiscovered music. They played Duran Duran before Duran Duran was popular. The minute Duran Duran got popular, it was over. And there is something to be said with the music a group makes before it's popular has more of an edge. Like, not all groups, I guess, but groups like I would say Duran Duran and Maroon 5 both went more pop. But when they were more edgy, it's not edgy like you would never call it edgy, but just had more edge to it, and just enough for me.
Oh, yeah. I feel that way about bands that I love. At some point, I just cut it off because I don't like the rest of it. Like
Right.
Guns N' Roses,
Yeah.
I loved Guns N' Roses. Love, 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 loved. I mean, I still do. But like after the first album and EP, I'm out. Like Use Your Illusion, I have no interest in. Or November Rain. Like I don't.
Oh, that song is so like, it's cringy, that song. It doesn't feel like them.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know what happened to them after those.
Maybe they just wanted to be more, a little more, they thought they'd be more mainstream with that, maybe? I don't know.
Yes. Even Metallica, and I am literally wearing.
Yeah.
There's a certain album that I just cut off, and
Really?
I don't hate the rest, but it's not in my go-to. But that
Yeah.
keep hanging in there. There is an album, a couple of albums in
That you like?
that point, that's really good.
Oh, that's good.
Dedicated to Lane Staley from Alice in Chains, and you know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, nobody's going to give a shit but me. But I found out the other day, this made me love Metallica just a little bit more, that the drummer from Metallica, Lars, named his son after Lane Staley.
Oh, that's nice. I like Lars. I like Lars a lot.
I really don't.
I like him. My extent of Lars knowledge is when he's on Howard, and I find him to be amusing.
He's a big talker, and even.
Oh, right. So he's a phony, I guess. What do I know?
Funny.
Oh.
He's a phony. He just talks too much for my taste. I think that way about Dave Grohl, too.
I love Dave Grohl on Howard.
But good Lord, he goes on.
Yeah, that's what makes him good.
I turn it off after a while. I'm like, all right, enough already.
Oh, that's what made me like him.
Yeah,
Well, when you're just saying, when you're on a talk show, you should talk.
I know, but it goes long.
I guess I kind of like with Lars and like with Richard Christie and all that, anyway, this is all aside, but I did want to go back to one thing about the Maroon 5 Harder to Breathe. I used to play that. Casey was little, and he used to say that line, "The weather is cold outside and I got nobody to love." And Casey goes, "What's the big deal? It's not like he's homeless."
That's why Casey is so fun.
He's got a point. A little dramatic. What's his name in Maroon 5? How can I not think of his name? Adam Levine. Yeah, he's a bit much. He's a little egotistical. I guess that was him coming out. Not coming out of his egotisticalness was coming out. I think we can all agree that man has quite the ego. Too much for it. No, it's unattractive. No.
I don't like his music. I don't like him.
I don't like what they do now. It's like sticky. Like it's not for me,
It's like Jagger.
That's one of my songs. It's the worst. Okay, so, I have one more thing to read, and then we'll go into our stuff. Wait, so here's another quote. George Eliot gets a lot of quotes today. She apparently did a lot of pondering about music.
Did anybody else not know she was a she besides me?
When I went to NYU for English, I probably learned it. I've known for a long time. Yeah.
Till just now.
Yes, she's a she.
Okay.
Okay, so I really relate to this. And this is way darker. It's interesting. She has a range of emotions. She is a novelist, Death is the king of this world. 'Tis his park where he breathes life to feed him. Cries of pain are music for his banquet.
Wow, that is dark.
I know, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, guys, Life in Jest. Okay, so what we're going to do is, excuse me, you might have heard Pascale a couple of weeks ago get angry that we never did the song. She's like, I wrote this list of songs we hate and you never did it. Da, 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 da. So today and honestly, I lost my list. I know I wrote it. It was just gone. And so I'm like, oh, now I have to do this all over again. But I did it. It's probably mostly the same because I pretty much don't like what I don't like. But when you think about it, there are so many songs to not like, right? But we have the ones that get to us the most.
Yeah. I hate these songs.
Okay, so why don't you give us your first one then?
Okay, I'm going to do 10 to 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have it like that. I just have a list.
Oh, I'm going to start from the least offensive, which is still very offensive to me. And it would be Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. I hate that song. It's so obnoxious.
It is. It's funny you say that because I was Googling songs most hated and that does come up. Yeah.
It should. Song.
It's kind of silly, but don't you find that songs like that are played and played and played, you just start getting more and more rankled by them as they get more played?
Yes, because I hated it to begin with, and then it just played over and over and over. So, yes.
See, I don't, and why? Why are things suddenly played? Oh, it made me think, I didn't put down Adele, but some of her songs are the same way. We could have had it all. I don't want you. Go away. Go away.
Liking it. I liked it for about 5.
They played it too much. But, we are different than a lot of people because she said that song was not, how some people want something to be a hit? They sort of make it a hit. They have the hit makers. Yeah. She said that wasn't meant to be a hit, but the radio people kept playing it and they made it a hit. But it goes to show you and I can like something like after a while, it's like, get out of my life. But then most of the world seems to just embrace it, which is worrying.
Because no, I'm not going to be mean. Yeah.
Like the song, oh my God, when she goes, hello, it's me. My daughter-in-law used to always look at each other and go, hello, it's me. It was her second, I don't know if it's the second album, when she came back after a while, like after she had the baby, got divorced or something. That guy, could we all see that guy was a big yuck?
I don't know any of it.
Ugh. He just like glammed onto her, globbed onto her. I don't know the word, but anyway, so that's the terribles. You have to have heard this song. Maybe not. You don't ever listen to the radio, just like...
I don't.
Well, that's it then. Yeah, I don't know how I heard it. How did I hear it? Because I don't really listen to the radio. I guess I do.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, I don't. Well, how do I even know these songs?
I do things until someone plays it or I hear it if I'm in a store.
Well, anyway, it's a stupid song. It's awful. All right. Should I give my first one? Okay. So this is not in any order, but this song just pisses me off. Like, because I'm a writer, I want something in a song to make sense. It's one thing if it's figurative, obviously, and it's like poetic, but this is ridiculous. This makes me nuts. Okay. No, it's a song by Beyonce called Irreplaceable, which I always thought it was called To the Left. She says, to the left, everything you own in a box to the left, in one box, Jay-Z's work boots barely fit in one box. Okay. What does he own?
He must be like Ken, Ken and Barbie.
I just think, like, if he's been that emasculated that he's only allowed to have enough possessions to fit in one box, it's no wonder he's cheating on her. Am I wrong?
No, I'm with you on that.
You can't put a man in a box. I mean, like, what? Does he have any underwear? How much? I mean, what's going on? Like, what is happening?
No.
I can't stand it.
And people love that song.
Oh, my God. It's so dumb.
It is dumb.
Everything you own in a U-Haul to the left. There. That makes way more sense.
Yeah. People loved it.
I get pissed.
I'm with you. I don't like that song. It doesn't piss me off, but I don't like it.
It's stupid anyway.
I'm surprised I even know that song.
You know what song I loved of hers? You're going to be shocked. You might be. I don't know. I love the song Halo.
Really?
Oh my God, I love that song. I loved it. I still love that song. Okay, I love that, and I love Diamonds in the Sky by what's the name? I don't know. They just get to me. And oh my God. So my boyfriend, we used to drive around. Like, I used to go with him on his jobs, and I love that song. And it came on, and he changed it. I go, "What are you doing? You changed my song." Da 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 da. And finally, after a little while, he goes, "I'll put it back on." I go, "You ruined it now." It's like, it's over. And he thought that was fun. I said it in a funny way, I think. I mean, but like, seriously, I could listen to that song over and over again. I recognize why other people don't like it. It hits something in me. I think it's a chord from something in me searching for love,
Sometimes it just hits you the right way.
But it's a stupid song because it's See, it also romanticizes people,
I'm not a big fan of those kind of songs.
Yeah, you're right. They should be banned. That's maybe why I just won't listen to music anymore. I think music also misleads me, takes me down the wrong path. And Diamonds in the Sky I do love. But it's so funny. What's the name that wrote it? Sia? See, she wasn't famous. Like, she was a songwriter at the time. And then Howard heard her playing that song, like singing it. And he had her on the show and everything. But the way she sang it, Rihanna took exactly the way that Sia pronounces things and mimicked it. She's basically a little trained seal. Because like diamonds like that was Sia. And then Rihanna just went with it. She freaking copied every little tone. What is that?
I don't know.
That's weird. Rihanna feels soulless to me. She just seems hollow.
Maybe she is.
I
don't have interest in her.
I think she's a really talented, but it's sad that she no longer sings at all. She just makes perfume or something. But she just has no real emotion. She just sort of recites things. She has a great voice, but there's no emotion. Anyway, but go ahead. What's your next one?
This one really annoys the shit out of me. No one plays it anymore, thank God, or I'm not listening to it. Mambo number 5.
Oh, that is stupid. Yeah.
By God, I will never forget your sister-in-law, ex-sister-in-law's wedding.
Well, she's still my sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law's wedding. They did like a big thing. There was like a conga line to that song.
They did? I don't remember that.
Kill myself and everybody. It was the worst.
What if you did go ballistic at that wedding? What was the thing that triggered her? Mambo number 5?
It's so stupid. It's just stupid song.
Her husband kind of reminds me of that guy. He's that kind of guy.
He is a Mambo number 5.
He really is. I could see him even doing that conga. I don't remember this at all.
Oh, I don't know why. Certain things stick in your mind.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really funny. I don't remember. I remember the wedding. I don't remember that.
I don't remember the wedding, that part.
I mean, I remember going to the wedding. I remember certain things about it, but not a hell of a lot. But I don't remember that. Yeah. Funny. That's very funny. Here's a funny story. Remember, I used to have the gift basket store. One of our clients was a music lawyer, like a lawyer for the entertainment lawyer, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, he sent a gift. One of his clients was Louis Vega, and he sent him a gift basket from us. Isn't that funny?
There's no basket.
I think he probably made the guy a lot of money.
Yeah, that's true. People once that stupid song.
You can make a whole career out of one song. I think he did.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of guys like that.
Yeah. So, okay. My next song, Prince is fine. I like Prince. I don't know if I love Prince like so many people love Prince. I think he was very talented. Raspberry Beret is such a piece of shit. If you heard that song and it wasn't Prince, you would hate that song. She wore her raspberry beret. It's like, what?
It's a very silly song.
It's worse than silly. It's off key. It's like a child trying to sing a song. It's like we were in, third grade trying to make us. I have a few third grade references. It's like, you know how they say he had all these songs and now they're releasing them, his family, like he should have put that away with the other songs because this is a piece of garbage. And people like it. Like I've heard.
No, it doesn't bother me. It's not a go-to. I wouldn't look for it. I don't hate it.
It's so insipid. She ran her raspberry. No, it makes me crazy.
There's so many better Prince songs than that.
I just don't know why. Why did he do it?
It's even the video's stupid.
I don't know if I ever saw the video. I really stopped watching videos so long ago.
Well, that was long ago. That song's very old now.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not. I mean, I think I stopped watching videos. With Purple Rain.
Rain doesn't do it for me either.
It's not that great. I mean, it's better. It's more original. I could see at least it's original. But Raspberry Beret just is the worst. Like what you would hear on like a Saturday morning show of children trying their best. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this one, everybody loves this song. Every time I hear it, at the back of the back of your neck stands up, and there's especially one part that I cannot be with a group when they hear this song. It's Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond.
Nobody loves that song. They just like to dance to it.
Been at a bar and they go,
yes.
God, that makes me so angry. And you hate it.
Okay.
God, with hate.
This is an example of the crowd behavior, the crowd mentality. When people are together and they're drinking, I think alcohol has to be involved, right? They just go into this mood. It's like those dances people do. No one wants to do the meringue. What is it? The margarina? Oh. Nobody wants to do that unless they're at a party, right? Nobody says at home, let's do the margarina, right? And nobody will turn on Sweet Caroline when they're alone either. I don't think so. That's a serial killer, okay? So they like to show, like, because they're so familiar with it that they can be so free and so drunk. They can be confident in their bum, right?
And the Macarena is my next song. So
is that a song? I mean, I would call it a dance.
It is played at every home.
Right. It's true. Well, I just think that these things, it's a ritual. It's kind of like going to church. You know what I mean?
People and their rituals.
You do have rituals. I hate to tell you this.
I know, but I don't hate mine. Oh, I skipped. I'll go back. So go to two.
Okay. Well, that's all right. You want to say anything more about the Macarena since you said it?
Okay. I'm going to insult people here, but if you Macarena, you're stupid. The song is stupid and you're stupid too. And I just want to throw marbles on the floor. Songs come on that everybody dances to. The electric slide, stupid. All of them, stupid. Sorry, that's how I feel.
That's pretty extreme.
It's nice.
I don't think, again, I'm just going to say, I don't think anybody loves the Macarena. Like when they go home, they're not like, I know what I'm going to listen to. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those stupid dance songs. Like I think that at weddings or, whatever kind of parties, they just go into this mode. Yeah. It does say a lot about the human condition. You know what I mean? And it doesn't say anything good, but I don't think anybody really, if you ask people, do you like the Macarena? They're going to be like, I don't, they're not going to equate the song. They're just going to see, I didn't even think, I know it's a song, but it's really just, did anybody play that song like on the radio before it became a dance? Well, I didn't know that. Garbage.
Absolutely.
Did they create the dance to go with the song initially, like on the video?
I don't know.
Somebody somebody really, well, I don't know if it's smart in cashing in because you can't really make money on a dance.
They do the dance in the video.
Okay, well, so they created it. Yeah. Well, they were smart because without that song would have been long gone.
That's true.
I'll tell you a song, this does not count on the thing because I like this. I kind of like the song, but I liked it at my wedding. Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I think that's a great song to play at parties. You're looking at me funny.
Was 11 on my list, it would be there.
I thought that was fun for Tony and I to sing it to each other, whatever. And they lifted us in those chairs.
It was cute at your wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Meatloaf. I find him very irritating.
Is he dead? I think so. Okay, so rest in peace, Meatloaf.
I've seen things that I like him in acting.
Oh, yeah, he acted.
Yes, but when his music now.
I just liked, in that song, I did like the way it goes from, oh, I'm in love, and then to the point, like, remember when he says, I swear to the end of time, that, and then he goes, and now I'm praying for the end of time. Like, I think that's great. Those two lines describe all marriages pretty much. Not all. I have some friends with great marriages, but I'm jealous of them. Gay, I'm talking about you again. You have such a great marriage.
Oh, good.
My friend Gay, Gay. She I know she's listening, and she does have a phenomenal marriage, and her husband just had a birthday. So happy birthday, David. And they have a great marriage. So,
yeah.
But a lot of marriages wind up like the Meatloaf song.
I also have a friend, Roseanne, and her husband's great. They have a great marriage. And yeah, so it's possible.
It is. This is a problem. This is a side note. And I will say this is a little bit of a problem. Lately, I've suddenly been thinking about what if I dated again?
Oh.
It's a problem because I can't date. Because first of all, I watch so much Dateline. I just feel like, and they have these now on Dateline, sometimes they have the commercials for like Truth Finder, but Truth Finder doesn't do shit, okay? It doesn't, because there's so much stuff going on in these guys' heads that you don't know. It does not predict if they're going to kill you. Like these guys, I can't. But yet, and they're like, oh, but I'm like, why am I romanticizing? I thought it was over. I thought menopause made me take a permanent pause from men. That's a problem.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a crapshoot.
It's more than
maybe you'll end up buried to the floorboards in the basement. Maybe you'll end up really happy.
But you have to admit, this society is more about couples. You know what I mean? Like I was listening to an old Howard, and he was saying that Kathy Lee had this revelation that this is a society filled with couples, and she was an outsider. I guess she was divorced. He was kind of making fun of her, but it's true though. This is a society for couples, don't you think?
I do find it very irritating when I have to be with a bunch of couples. I'll usually bow out.
Yeah. Like I almost missed the inspiration for my story Seeking Freedom because I wanted to leave because everybody around me was married and I was really annoyed.
Yeah, I get it. Not all the time, but I went on a trip with 1, 2, 3, 4 couples and me. And I love the trip, but it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I know. I don't like it. So wait, you totally cut out on that. What did you say?
I said I don't love it.
Yeah. I mean, who would? No. Okay. Should I say a song now? Okay. Okay. This song is it reads like a third grader wrote it for an assignment and got a D. Okay?
Okay.
How Deep is the Ocean by Barbra Streisand. It is so, it caught my attention when Howard told his mother he was going to have Barbra Streisand on, and she started reciting these words. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Here's the words. How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? What? That is the shittiest poem I ever heard.
That is a third grader poem.
How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? What? What?
That sounds like the board books I read my grade.
Yes. How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? I am stunned.
Yeah, exceptionally bad.
And it's a huge, huge hit.
Really?
Well, all these years later, Howard's mother recited it to Howard. Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
There's a song by Bette Midler called The Rose. And that song also is really simplistic, but for some reason, it seems to have more depth and meaning to it. Maybe it does suck. I don't know.
I tend to like Bette Midler more than Barbra Streisand.
Yeah.
I feel like she's more real.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you ever thought Barbra Streisand was phony, this is proof, like what the hell?
I feel like every singer has a bad song though.
Well, she has more than one.
I'm not, probably why I don't know that.
I do think some of the things she acted in, like I really like, did you ever see Nuts? Nuts is a very good movie. She plays a prostitute that kills a guy that's trying to kill her herself. She kills him in self-defense and they want to make her take an insanity plea. And she's like, no, I'm not taking an insanity plea. And the whole movie is about her arguing with the lawyers about what the plea should be. And she's like, I won't be nuts for you. I won't be nuts for you. I won't be nuts for you. It was good. She was good. You know what I mean? Hungry. And you know who else was good? Cher was also good. And Bette Midler also was pretty good. They're all pretty good at acting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Cher is very
Cher's-
underrated. She's,
yeah, she's very good.
I know everybody. Have you ever seen Mask?
Yeah, very good.
Great movie.
Yeah. She was good in, wasn't she in Silkwood? Like a friend? What happened?
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think she was a friend. She's been in a lot. Even Moonstruck was at the time I liked it.
Good movie.
Yeah. So, wow, if you say it's a good movie, that's surprising because it's a little romantic for your taste.
But there's other stuff going on, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. Okay, you go.
Okay. This was higher up on my list, but I ignored it for some reason.
Oh.
And I don't know who doesn't hate this song, but it's played at events. I hate going to events because they play stupid songs. Who Let the Dogs Out? Did I say that one already?
No, you didn't. Well, that's okay. I think that's another one where crowds like it. It makes them.
Yes.
Yeah. But why, I don't know.
Crowds. And I hate when they play these songs. It annoys me.
There are certain songs that they just play. Yeah.
No, but it's like a live. Like everybody starts and it's weird. I also like when an entire crowd gets like that. That's weird.
You're right. It shows the stupidity of our civilization for sure.
Yes.
It shows the whole crowd thing that we lose all our individuality and just join in with this thing.
Yes.
It's just like anything else. It's like when someone gives a speech and you clap, even though like whatever, like I went to a Democratic thing and, I was volunteering for them. So they gave me a ticket to this fundraiser. I never would have been, I wouldn't have paid the money even if I had it, paying $10,000 to sit at a table. Well, I don't know if it was 10,000, but it was a high amount of money. One of those big Democratic fundraisers, right? So we were there and, I might as well just say her name. Letitia James was speaking and she was like my hero, but now no. But she's done a lot of things I don't like. I mean, she's done a lot. She said a lot of things I didn't agree with. She wanted us to repeat my body, my choice. Okay. You're in a room full of Democrats. We all believe in choice. It's like, what are you doing? It's a safe choice for her to just rev us up for no reason. Take a chance and talk about something else that would have a little bit of a conversation. This is just chanting for bullshit. So I didn't chant. I'm not chanting for bullshit. I don't chant on command.
Every time you say this reminds me of that Seinfeld with Kramer, where he wouldn't wear the AIDS ribbon.
That's right. It's like, well, I have another story about my church, but I'll tell that another time. The brief time I went to the Unitarian church. But I am serious. Like, and a guy even asked me, I noticed you didn't repeat it. I go, yeah, I'm not a little performing monkey. I don't chant on command. Like, it makes me crazy when I feel manipulated like that.
Well, that's why I don't like these songs. That's exactly.
You're right. You're right. It's manipulation.
I don't like.
You're really looking at it way deeper than I did. You're right. It's a psychological manipulation.
My number one is like that too.
Really?
I'm sure people will be like, "You've got to be kidding," because everybody loves this song.
This is interesting. How these things can really, like if somebody really wanted to manipulate people, they could use it for real evil.
These songs, yes, definitely. Because they all lose their individuality. They just,
yeah. That is very interesting. Someone should do a study on that. Like the effect of these things in crowds. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right. What happened? Oh, you did one. Okay. Well, this is not one song. This is a general thing that really I can't stand because it's laziness and stupidity. Rap songs where they just shout their name out a lot. Like, what are you doing? We're listening to you. We obviously know your name. The only one I can think about is Usher, 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 Usher. I don't know if that's even rap, but there's a lot of songs like that. They seem to love, hey, it's DJ Khaled, like, whoa, DJ in the house. If you cut all that shit out of the songs, you'd have like a few words, like it's very sad.
It's also put your hands in the air. That annoys me too.
That is annoying.
Same thing.
Is it? You're right. Well, you cut out again. What did you say again?
I said it takes up half the song.
Right. So it's fluff. It's just stupid fluff.
It's laziness.
Laziness.
Yeah.
And egotism when it comes to that, I guess, right? It says your recording has stopped. Do you have an incoming call? Just wait.
Sorry, my phone was ringing.
I know. I was informed. My thing said, heads up. Pascale's recording has stopped due to an incoming call.
Person who just texted me. Like, I didn't answer. Obviously, I'm busy.
Right. Was it quacky?
Yes, it's that I was busy today. And this is the third time they've called me and probably the fourth time they've texted me.
Wow, that's nice. You have to issue a do not harass. That's it.
You know I'm busy. Like, what could be so pressing?
Nothing, I'm sure. All right. Well, since that wasn't really a song, I'll say one other one. I don't have a list like you anyway. I have no idea. Ricky Martin, She Bangs. Okay. And we have a personal memory with that one. Okay. We used to go to this. Why did we went to this place solely for amusement. Although I will say, I do like to do karaoke, but I do it like as a joke. I know I'm not serious. But we used to go to this. What was the name of the place?
DJ Grumps.
DJ Grunts, okay, is the name of a place. And it was in a bowling alley. And it was in a bowling alley in the back of Levittown where you have to drive through a whole residential area to get there. What the hell? What the hell? What's wrong with us? We did have fun, though.
Because it was like a circus.
It was this one guy, his signature song was She Bangs. And he even had a T-shirt that said it, She Bangs. Okay? And it was just like a bunch of people like that. And you didn't sing, but I did. I like to sing. I used to sing. What did I sing? I sang Only the Good Die Young is my most famous. Because I have the same range as Billy Joel. And then Talk Dirty to Me, I did that pretty well.
Oh,
yeah. And then I went to a party last Saturday night. What's that? Who does that? Ain't No Big Thing, right? What's the song called? Ain't No Big Thing? Those are the three songs. They're in my range. I get a little groove on with them. That's it. Remember we were in Costa Rica and I did one, right? And everybody else was singing in Spanish except for me. All right. Go ahead.
These last five, if you thought the other ones made me mad.
Oh, God.
These actively make me want to punch somebody in the throat.
Oh, my.
And the first one is, I don't know if you know this one, Nookie by Limp Bizkit.
I don't think I know that. Nookie?
Yeah, I did it for the Nookie, so you can nookie and stick it up your ass. Literally, those are the words.
Well, that's really repulsive.
It is so stupid. It is another one of those songs where a certain generation thinks it all together. It is stupid. Fred Durst is stupid. That band is stupid. It's like every obnoxious guy in high school that you wanted to stay away from.
All I know is when I hear of Fred Durst, I think of Robert Durst. I think everybody would. And I get everybody confused.
Durst was really popular at one time. He's even in a song, at not a good way.
Well, that's too bad.
No, Eminem did what he says about him is not.
So he's not singing in it. Eminem says something about it. Wow, go Eminem. All right. Well, Limp Bizkit, that name is not flattering.
No, that was such a stupid band.
That's another one. The only thing I really know about them is whatever Howard said about them. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're stupid. If you don't know them, don't bother.
I told you I won't listen to any music. I'm certainly not listening to music I've never heard before. All right. I have Wang Chung, Dance Hall Days. Now, Wang Chung in general, yuck, right? I mean, they have two songs or whatever, but everybody seems to not like that other one. Everybody have fun tonight. And that's, by the way, they do repeat everybody Wang Chung tonight. That's bullshit. Okay. That's bullshit. But that's the one that's on everybody's list, right? But Dance Hall Days is absolutely, it should be banned. It's all about physical abuse on a woman. Take your baby by the hair. And I don't even know how it goes, but listen to the words in that song. For some reason, I didn't copy those things, but it's about violence towards women. It's encouraging violence to women. That's what the whole song is about.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Because there's a lot of songs where people don't really listen to the words. It's horrific. It's horrific.
The thing is, I didn't think Wang Chung had anything interesting.
Well, they have something interesting called Salt. Yeah. That's what's in that song.
I mean, and it's a bad song.
It's also on top of that a bad song that some people, I don't know how they got popular.
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those questions you can't answer. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know. You know this song, but people probably don't know what it's called. It's called What's Up by 4 Non-Blondes.
I don't know the song.
Hey, 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 yeah. What's going on?
I hate that song. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Like the song.
It's so whining.
It is.
Shut up.
And it's by those, and I'm going to sound like a terrible person. It's not that I'm not a feminist, but it's like those.
Yeah. Lilith. What is it?
Annoying.
What is that thing called? Lilith? Lilith Fair, yeah. You know Lilith, you know who she was, right?
No.
I was writing a screenplay, and this is how I learned I was going to write. It makes me sad. I was writing it with Casey, but it was like a horror movie, and it was a supernatural thing. And Lilith was the killer, and she was Adam's first wife, and she got kicked out of. This is like so interesting, actually. She got kicked out of Eden because she talked back to God.
Oh, then I kind of like the Lilith Fair.
Yeah. Like God was like, we're not having that. That's the whole thing about women have to be obedient and all that. Lilith was like, no, I'm not going to get out. And Adam didn't even stick up for her, that douche.
Well, good for her. I just wish they'd get better people to play it.
Yeah.
It's very like modern day. Who was that lady that she sings this other song that's on?
Sarah McLachlan?
No, I can't sing it.
It's awful, whining.
Depressing.
Shut up. What about that song, Where Did All the Cowboys Go? I just want to kill everybody in the world.
On the list, I hate that song.
Oh, it's so bad. They used to play that all the time.
Stupid song.
Just whining.
Awful.
Oh, but what's the one you were thinking of? You don't know? There was another one you said.
This song you liked, and I hate the song, and it doesn't matter who sings it. It annoys me so much.
What?
You're going to disagree.
Okay.
Big Yellow Taxi.
I love that song. Oh my God. I was just reading on a list. Big Yellow Taxi, like I love The Counting Crows. I actually, don't hate me, but I'm not from that time, okay? I was born in 66, so I wasn't really listening to Joni Mitchell and all that stuff. I don't like her version of it. It's kind of like, nah, I don't like it. Don't hate me. Maybe if I had been there in that era, right, of Woodstock and all that. Oh, she wrote that song Woodstock because she never got to go, by the way. Which that's all the stories we don't know are interesting. But she whines and whines. But you know what happened? Somebody, like Rolling Stone, wrote a scathing review of the Counting Crows version of it, which I love.
I'm with
Joni Mitchell has a copy of that review hanging at her house. Wow, against Counting Crows. Yeah.
Why?
Because she didn't like it. She wasn't a fan. She wasn't a fan of the. I think it's first of all, she probably gets. I think they get royalties when they use this song. But second of all, it also brings their song back to light. But she was having none of it against it.
Listen,
I love that song.
Version of it.
You know, it's just about that song has unexpectedness in it. Like it's about the destruction of property in favor of a parking lot. I used to think it was called Pave Paradise and Put Up a Parking Lot. I thought that was the name of the song. But it actually is one of the most poignant lines is when the big yellow taxi takes their love away, whoever it is, a man or a woman, depending on who's singing it. The way he's saying it is making it fresh. And then he says they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. He's taking the juxtaposition of the two things and showing how they kind of are the same. I love that. And you didn't write it, but I love the fun they put into it. I don't like the way she sings it. She moans. She did one song, though. It was a duet with somebody that she was sleeping with at the time. Howard played it. I thought it was good.
I don't know.
It was not. It had this energy to it. But other than that, I'm sorry. Nobody hate me. I was born in 66. I really feel like you had to be there for some of these things. Like Woodstock stuff, you really had to be there. Don't you agree?
No, I think there were a lot of great people at Woodstock.
But I mean, in general, the whole vibe of it, we don't know that.
Oh, yeah, no.
But no, I'm not saying all the music. I'm saying that feeling, that intensity. And I think Joni Mitchell, I don't know, that song, I would say, I think people loved it. They were involved in a certain time, this and then that. I don't know if it's so good without that. Don't hate me. My opinion.
Don't hate me because I don't like it. I don't like her. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't really know her that too much, but I don't like it either. It has to really be good. Yeah.
Bob Dylan, her.
Bob Dylan is the worst. Can we all agree on that? Oh, God, people are going to hate me now. No, it's so long. Long. Just stop. You could say it in less. The art of words is to say it in as least words as possible, dude. Remember that. Okay. My words to Arlo Guthrie. Okay, so I have this song was very popular and annoying, but I have a very specific reason why I don't like. I know you don't like this song. I know it. Jason Mraz, that song. I don't even know the name of it. I forgot to write down the name. I just wrote down the line I don't like. Open up your heart and then you're free. Da 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 da. It's the song about how everybody's happy in love. Jason Mraz, you know the song.
No, I do not.
Open up your heart and then you'll see. I don't know how it goes.
You keep singing it, but
he has this. I don't know the name of it. I don't know what. Wait, hold on. It was on like constantly, but maybe you stopped listening to the radio. But
something I would like.
It's very. Have you heard of Jason Mraz?
Yes.
Well, it was his first hit.
I couldn't pick him out of a lineup, though.
Oh, I don't know. It's called I'm Yours. Open up your heart and then you'll see. Open up your mind and then you're free. Whatever. First of all, he's just a little too, I don't know. He's too sugar, like saccharine. He's like saccharine, this guy. Okay. It's like there have been such really poetic, and you and I both love somebody that many people hate. But don't you think like Barry Manilow is the king of these songs that do the right thing, right? Those are the best. Barry's the best. Okay. We love Barry. We've seen Barry together. We love Barry. But Jason, that's right. We love Barry. Love him. Yeah. But Jason Mraz in this one song has something wrong. It's wrong. Okay. And it pisses me. You know how I feel about when things are wrong in a song. He says it's our God-forsaken right to be loved. No, God-forsaken means God forsook it. It means he doesn't want you to be loved. He's supposed to say it's our God-given right if you're going to say it. And it makes me so angry. And my boyfriend used to say, well, he's using poetic license. I'm like, no, he's not. He's wrong. He just wrote it wrong. That's not poetic license. That's just wrong. We would argue about this.
We're wrong somehow when the song is shitty.
It's a shitty song, but that line made me so angry. You know?
Well, I will second that. I don't know that song, but just from what you've told me, don't like it.
No, it's awful. No, go ahead.
Okay. My last two are by the same person, and no, you're not going to agree. Probably 90% of people out there aren't going to agree. But songs make me want to cut my ears off and stuff the holes with marshmallows. It's We Didn't Start the Fire and Piano Man.
I hate We Didn't Start the Fire. I think that's one of his worst songs. It's just a list. It's not a song.
So stupid.
It's not a song. It's a list of stupid shit. They're not stupid. I mean, they're things, events or whatever, but it's stupid.
No, it is so annoying. And anybody who knows all the words to that song, there's something wrong with you.
No, definitely. It's just a list of stuff. It's like he couldn't think. It's like maybe what he would start a song, like when you start writing and you're just trying to write a list of things you might want to write about, and he just, I'll just make this a song.
I'm not a Billy Joel fan.
Well, I am. I love Billy Joel.
I
think Billy Joel, by the way, he got diagnosed with something.
Yeah, I feel like I heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, not anything bad to happen to him, I'm sure.
Somebody said that they went to go see him, and then they came back and they heard he got diagnosed with it. It sounds very serious. Maybe a brain disorder? I don't know. And then they go, well, this is a lesson that we must always take the opportunities when we can and not wait. And God did this as a lesson. I go, I hope God didn't do it a lesson to give Billy Joel this disease so you would learn not to wait to do things. However, I wouldn't put it past him. That's the comment I put on Facebook.
See, that's what makes me miss Facebook. I won't go back, but that does make me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like what? So yeah, but Billy Joel, I think he's said enough. I don't think although, was it him that had a new song that I really liked? Yeah. Yes. That last song that he sang on Howard, I loved it. And it was the chords. He is very good at chords. He and Barry Manilow are very, very good at chords. It's those chords that will just tear your heart in two. And it's about like that they're not in love anymore. Like he's trying to rekindle, this is a popular Billy Joel theme, right? About trying to restart. Is it too late to whatever?
Why?
Turn the light back on? I think it's too late to turn the light back on. It's something like that. But wow. Yeah. You know what? That's a great song. Very few songs will hit me the first time I hear them. Yeah. I thought that was very good. Very good.
I strongly disagree.
You didn't like the song?
Did you?
Let's be fair. Did you listen to the song? Because you turned them off. You listened to that song.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You don't say Barry Manilow saying that. You still wouldn't like it?
I might because I like Barry.
See?
I don't like it.
No, there's certain things about Billy Joel that are great. Like, and as for Piano Man, may not be the great. Okay, I don't think he thinks it's his best song, but it's a hearkening back time. Really, it's about his life, and it's about struggling. When they said, "Hey, man, what are you doing here?" Like, it's about all of us that struggle to be known, but so few people actually make it. And it's before he made it, so it's poignant. You know what I mean? Like, I think anybody that's any kind of artist, don't look at me like that. I think it's anybody that's an artist and struggles. And I think we all struggle. I don't think anybody's born famous, right? But the idea of what he has to do, he's singing in that bar, I get it. I like it. No, do I want to hear the song over and over? Absolutely not. Because you know why you don't like it? Because you're on Long Island and all these drunk idiots always sing it. That's why you don't like it.
There's a show and the guy goes back to Long Island where he's from and he gets mad at this audience and he starts going, I'm from Long Island. Six, Billy Joel. And I'm like, that is wrong with everybody on Long Island. I hate that.
I agree. Joey Buttafuoco, like well, it's like any caricature. It does come from somewhere. There's a lot of people like that, and what are you going to do?
It annoys me.
I don't like it, but I don't like that at all. And for a while, I was like kind of off Billy Joel, but I rekindled. My son and I both love Billy Joel. Michael. I don't think Casey did, but I'm not sure. Michael, I would always buy him the albums and this and that. So he went to go see it with Reem, and I'm like, wow, you really like Billy Joel that much? And he's like, yeah, it made me happy. His enthusiasm rekindled mine.
Yeah, I totally understand that. And I remember him telling me that he had just gone and he showed pictures, and that's great. For me, I don't like him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen him a lot of times.
No, but there's people that I like that nobody likes.
That's true. I mean, well, Billy Joel, though, I just have to give him credit because I think he's very creative. I think that he admits something. That whole Stranger album, if you listen to that, like he's admitting some dark shit that most people wouldn't admit to. You listen, that shit is dark.
I agree. I don't like Taylor Swift either, but I do admire both of them because they write their songs. I think that's great.
Right. I like a little bit of Taylor Swift. Like I like that. I didn't know she sang it. I like "Look What You Made Me Do." Look what you made me do.
I mean, some of like I get it. Maybe if I was that age, actually no, I wouldn't. But like I get it, and I think that she's a good songwriter. I think Billy Joel is a good songwriter. They do it for me.
I hear you. Well, and her, I don't understand the fanaticism over her.
I don't know.
That's a turnoff,
I know, but I was very into boy bands. I've always been into boy bands. Are they stupid?
I like NSYNC.
I like NSYNC. I like the Backstreet Boys.
I'm not for the Backstreet Boys.
I like the Backstreet Boys better than NSYNC.
Wow, you are in the minority on that one, kid.
I know.
The NSYNC songs are so much better than those Backstreet songs. Those Backstreet songs are just like Backstreets. No.
I don't agree.
You like that song, Backstreet?
Yeah.
My God, that is definitely associated to a certain period of time in your life. I doubt highly if you heard that now, you'd be like, well, that's good. I just don't think so.
I'm like that though. Like, no, probably no one will get this, and that's fine. But Chris Cornell, who is an amazing singer.
Love him. Yeah.
It got very famous for Soundgarden.
Mm-hmm.
And while I like Soundgarden, he was band Audioslave after that.
Oh, after Soundgarden?
Yes, okay. And I love Audioslave.
I've heard of them, but I've never heard their music.
I like them 100 times better than I do Soundgarden, but I am very, I'm sure. Soundgarden was so popular. They were top 5 of that era.
I guess, yeah. They were good.
Nirvana, Soundgarden.
Black Hole Sun is a great song.
I'm not saying Soundgarden wasn't a great band.
Yeah.
But
you like Audioslave better.
Audioslave.
I've never heard them, I don't think.
It's Chris Cornell with the band from Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that the guy that has a sound? Wait, he's on Howard sometimes. He has his own channel and he makes that. What's his name?
Tom Morello.
Yeah, Morello. It makes me think of a cherry. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there Morello cherries? No, I think there's a Morello cherry too. I think there is.
Tom Morello is possibly one of the best musicians from this era. He is.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen him with Rage Against the Machine. I've seen him with all. He is just amazing.
All right. I will admit I don't really know, but I've heard enough about him. I've heard him play. I think he's very good.
He's also the Night Watchman, which is more of a stripped down version, like mellower music, and it's more protesty. Like Rage Against the Machine is more political.
Yeah.
Audio is not.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm ever going to listen. Like I told you, I don't play music, so it's not likely I'm ever going to hear these things.
Oh, anyway.
Okay. Now, so you're done?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to say the song "You're Beautiful" by James Blunt. Okay. Not only is it a bad song, but again, does anybody listen to the words of things? This is about a man who sees a stranger on the subway and follows her. That's what the song's about. He's a stalker.
That is creepy.
That's the whole song.
By the way, did I tell you when I had that colonoscopy that you took me to?
Yeah.
That's the song they all sang.
God.
I don't know what's happening.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
Like, it was nice because they were
Yeah,
being
well,
nice.
they don't know it's a stalker song. On the other hand, there's this song I like. Okay, by the script, it's called "The Man Who Can't Be Moved." Have you heard that song? It's
No.
about a guy. It's kind of the same thing. Like it's a guy who's decided to live on a corner because it's the last. I think it's either the first or the last place he saw a girl. Okay, and it's also, I guess, could be taken as stalkerish. But this song is so well. It again, the script has great chords. They have a way to you just grab at your heart with their chords, and it's evocative and it's moving. And it sounds like he has a history with her, but so what? I mean, stalkers often do have histories with people. It does sound like when he finds her, he might actually kill her if she doesn't want him. But it's a sweet song. But I think it depends on how a song is written, if I will accept it or not. And then Genesis. Now, Phil Collins later in life, like his songs got so ridiculously pop and horrible. And that man got so on a high horse when he decided to get a divorce. Do you know that he faxed his wife a letter that he wanted a divorce?
That's so something I would do.
It's a dog. No, that wasn't nice. And look at Phil Collins, okay? Just shut up, you know? But, and I thought, I loved Phil Collins. I loved Genesis. I loved Genesis. The Abacab album is, I just love it. I just love it.
I like Genesis too.
Wow, we agree on something. What the hell? This is one of the 7 signs. No, we do love Barry though. But then they have a song, Man on the Corner. And that is so, but that guy's not really looking for anybody. He's just like lost. And I love, there's this one, again, I like the whole song, but there's one part and it's like the words are so, they have so much meaning, but also could be really good song lyrics to me or something like they'll strike me in one way, strike you in another way. They're really universal, but yet personal, and we can apply them to our own lives. Kind of like a really good book, right? So this one, I just want to read this. Are we just like all the rest? We're looking too hard for something he's got or moving too fast to rest. But like a monkey on your back, you need it. But do you love it enough to leave it? I love that.
Yeah.
I'm really big on finding like one line in a song that I really like. And like this other song, I don't really like the song. Don't get me wrong. Boys of Summer by Don Henley. I don't love this song. It's okay. You love it?
I do.
Well,
I don't know.
That's interesting. I mean, the music is evocative. I think they just overplayed it a lot and it got to me after a while.
There's like a sadness
Very,
about it.
well, very much so. It's all about the past and you can't go back. But this one part, he goes, out on the road today, I saw a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac. A little voice inside my head said, don't look back. You can never look back. I just feel like I'm there with it. Like that makes me think, and I don't like the Dead, but it makes me bring my own. See, when you put an image like that in, you can make it your own image of the past, you know, and then like, yeah.
Someone redid that song. I don't remember who it was, but they changed it to, I saw a Black Flag sticker on a Cadillac.
Black Flag? Like Raid, the bug killer?
An old band.
What is a Black Flag? What does it mean?
It's a band.
Oh, Black Flag is I thought it was like some political statement. Then if it wasn't Raid, then it was a political statement. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Make it what you want it to be.
Yeah, I like that. It was a good version too. I don't remember who sang it.
Okay. Well, I think we're done. Well, let me just say, okay, there's a couple of things when I was looking up that this was listed, and I agree. Ebony and Ivory, no. Right? Bad, right? Paul McCartney, this is bad. Okay. And then Paul McCartney really should not do duets like with Michael Jackson, The Girl Is Mine. Garbage, right? Can we agree on that? True by Spandau Ballet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ballets shouldn't sing. Okay. Sousa's Studio by Phil Collins. That's one of his many. He really, what happened to him?
I don't know. My father loved that song for some reason. It was awful.
It wasn't great the first time you heard it, but you just wanted you wanted to go on a shooting rampage after a while from hearing that song.
Imagine that being played in your house over and over.
Oh, no. And that's shocking when someone's father would do that. That is funny. You could start your memoir with that. Your father playing Susu. People really Built This City by By the way, Jefferson Starship turned into Starship. What is that exactly? We built this city. I don't think it's great by any means, but there's something anthem-y about it that kind of makes me want to go and march in the street. I don't like it. I don't. And even Grace Jones, who I believe sang in it, didn't she? It says the group's co-lead singer Grace Slick, not Grace Jones.
I was like, Grace
Well,
Jones.
whatever, it's the same. The group's co-leader singer, Grace Slick, has called it the worst song ever and awful. The woman that sang it.
Yeah, well, they had amazing songs, and then they had that.
But you know what? They probably made more money from this.
Yes.
Mariah Carey singing Emotions sounds like a trained seal to me. It sounds like she's trying to show that she can hit every note there is.
Terrible, but that Christmas song she does is worse.
Ugh. Again, no. Okay, I had a Christmas song on here. Did you ever hear the Christmas shoes song?
No, what
It's
is
about
that?
a little boy that goes into a store to buy a pair of shoes. Hurry, sir. It's for shoes to wear. This is the worst song ever. It's for shoes his mother's dying to wear in her coffin. Yeah. And I remember I had my store. We used to play this one radio station. I guess it was probably the only one to play, right? That had the rock songs. It was like semi. And they played that song like every hour. And we were like, I can't think. We would like start weeping while we're making baskets. And Mariah Carey's other song that's awful is, well, a lot of them maybe, but Hero. And then a hero comes along. Just shut up. She needs to shut up. And then I could say a final worst song, which also has been mocked famously on Arrested Development, The Final Countdown. Job dancing, it's the final countdown. And then a lot of people say this song that you and I will definitely disagree. A lot of people say this is the worst song ever. I can't believe it. I love this song. Could It Be Magic by Barry Manilow.
Yeah, no.
I love this song.
Not a favorite Barry song, but I wouldn't say the worst
I
song.
believe this is the song that has Chopin in the beginning of it. Well, Chopin is you're panning Chopin. Like, you people should be shot.
I definitely don't think it should be on anybody's.
In the end, when I don't know, this is like just the very last, could it be Matt? Like that, just this one verse, I just feel it with him. I love him. I think Daybreak is his weakest song.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's a silly song. And then, did you see the movie Serial Mom?
Yeah.
She's listening to Daybreak when she's like running someone down in the parking lot. All right, that's it. We've done it, and I think it worked out well. Did you like it?
I enjoyed it.
Okay, maybe we'll do this with other things we hate.
I have a lot of opinions.
I do. Well, opinions are good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I do a quote?
Of course. I have another quote too. Go ahead.
Okay. Jimi Hendrix, because Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, I saw this, I think. Go ahead.
Music doesn't lie. If there is something to be changed in this world, then it can only happen through music.
I like that. Yeah, that's right. Ironically, I don't love Jimi Hendrix's song, but I agree with him.
I don't super love Jimi Hendrix, but that was a very talented man.
He was. I think he just didn't get, he died so young, 27. That's a real tragedy. I think also they sounded a little rough to me. Like, maybe that's the way they were meant to be. I think as he evolved, he would have been even greater.
Well, there was a big 27 club.
Yeah, I know there is. Okay, so I have another, believe it or not, George Eliot quote. And she said, she really must love music. I think I should have no other mortal wants if I could always have plenty of music. It seems to infuse strength into my limbs and ideas into my brain. Life seems to go on without effort when I am filled with music.
I like it.
And then I have a Victor Hugo. It's funny all these writers have a lot to say about music. Right? Music expresses that which cannot be said and on which it is impossible to be silent.
Oh, I like that.
And here I have, these other people are also writers. Leo Tolstoy said music is the shorthand of emotion.
Yes.
And this one, I think, is the most profound. T.S. Eliot, we have to forgive him for writing Cats. I think the poem is fine. Just don't make it into a musical. T.S. Eliot said, "You are the music while the music lasts." That's good. That's good. That's deep. Let's make a musical out of it. So that's it. Have a great week, everybody. And what do I say? Adieu?
Bye.
No.
See ya?
No.
Wouldn't want to be ya?
No. Why would you say that to our listeners? You don't remember what you say after like 45 episodes? You say good.
Good day.
There you go.